Oh, wow. It went live. I have been having such a hard time with connection today. Anyway, I'm not really good at live conversations because I get nervous. I do much better when I'm actually just recording and or writing. But that said, I wanted to talk a little bit more about Digestzen and explain kind of what it is in the sense of digestion, because I know a lot of us have, we're doing things to improve digestion. We take in probiotics, we take enzymes. Some people even take hydrochloric acid, which is a good thing. But really, Digestzen is a mindfulness program. Now, we do get into diet and nutrition. We get into lifestyle. We do talk about the mechanisms of digestion and the changes that occur within digestion. But the point that I really want to make with this course is, well, two things with this talk right now is it's an accountability program. So there is coaching involved because although I make suggestions, what works for you is what works for you. I can't tell you what your body needs. This is really a self-exploration. It's really learning to dial it down, and because we also get into body wisdom. So where does digestion begin? It begins in the mind, and it ends at the cell. Gut health equals mental health, and mental health equals gut health. So when we start noticing how we are digesting life, assimilating the information coming in, because let's face it, the foods that we eat, that's information coming in. So how do we assimilate that? Words, actions, activities, circumstances, how are we digesting this? How are we stomaching it, right? And although we may be managing it because it's how we normally do things, if it's registering stress in the system, then we need to kind of take a look at how that's impacting how we use our food. Because let's face it, we are geared to react, and all the body's doing is following our lead. So if we can develop this mind-body connection, this mind-gut connection, and really, again, take time, accountability, because it takes 21 days to develop a new habit, right? So if we can take the time and have additional support, second set of ears and eyes and perspective, and just learning just to slowly make changes, because the fact is we're so accustomed to doing things the way we are, we may not recognize that there are symptoms. We may not have any digestive disruption that we recognize as, gas, bloating, and so forth. It may be everything that's happening at the cellular level, okay? And a lot of symptoms things that I call symptoms are typically looked at these days as just normal everyday life experiences. I heard something on the radio. No, it wasn't the radio. I'm sorry. It was on Twitter yesterday that start in the decades, 10% per decade. So, for men in ED. So in the 20s, there's 20% of the male population is experiencing ED. By the time they're 50% of the male population is experiencing ED. This is significant. This is a massive indication that we are exposed to an awful lot. This is actually a symptom that doesn't need to be normalized. Sexual health is a part of our existence. So things like that, maybe PMS, could be insomnia, could be the infrequent migraine. I mean, things that, again, that we're just kind of registering as just a normal part of our life is an indication as to what the body's actually doing with the food or not doing with the food. So anyway, that's really what I wanted to say about Digestzen, and you can sign up. I was going to do it on Zoom. Hey. I was going to do it on Zoom, but I'm not having the best of luck with that application. So I'm thinking I might just put this in a Facebook group, make it a closed group, and then we can talk about all of that good stuff over there. Again, it's all about accountability. So the other thing I wanted to say is this document, besides this being kind of like a little brief intro, and I'm going to, like I said, I probably end up going to do this on Facebook. And I want to do it as a 6-week program. And once you subscribe to that, then we can just just start chatting. But in the meantime, I can email this document to you because this gets you started. And even if you did nothing else but just this, started taking this seriously and applying this when you eat, as well as how you do the rest of your life, and just really kind of mapping everything together and linking it, you can begin to see how effective it can be to just simply turn things around just through a few minor changes. And again, it doesn't take a lot, but the reason why it's an accountability program is because we all benefit from the support when we're trying to make positive change, and so that we don't revert back into habits that basically undermine our health and wellness. All right, so let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you'd like me to email this to you. I don't think I can attach documents here on Instagram, so if what you'd like is me to email it to you, please make sure you message me your email address so that I can do that. You will not get any more contact from me unless I hear back from you that you want something else. If you want to check out the class or sign up for it, Digestzen.com, the services tab, that's where you can also find Aromatherapy as a Lifestyle, which is now live also in a Facebook group. It's a Facebook classroom. And that's pretty exciting because it's the everyday use of essential oils that are, but it's really, again, empowering body wisdom. Because although I make suggestions, it's not about what's right for me, it's about what's right for you. So it's about empowering body wisdom, and both of these programs are really also about restoring inner peace. Because the more peaceful the system is, the healthier it can be and the stronger it will get. And just remember, gut health equals mental health, and mental health equals gut health. So how we think is where the digestion begins. And ultimately, it affects how the cells use our nutrients. So I think that's all I wanted to say. I'm just looking at, the only other thing I wanted to mention is that this would probably seem tedious to a lot of people because it's slow, but there's a reason for it. All right, and again, that's another reason for the accountability segment. So I look forward to hearing from you, and hope you guys are having a great day wherever you are. Talk with you soon.